Hello. Um, so, enacting an emergency ordinance in itself is not an unconstitutional strain on First Amendment rights, which I think who Westboro and the Log Cabin Republicans both sued, alleging that it was an unconstitutional restraint on First Amendment rights. Um, However, I don't believe it is because the safety of theater goers and workers would be a concern because of these protests, and it's not uncommon for the state to be able to make an emergency sort of protection for this reason. With the description of this ordinance, it may need more information rather than a somewhat vague claim that protests will be on a case by case basis during the ordinance. This may just be our sort of limited description, though. It may not actually be the case if this was a real life scenario. Next, the Attorney General of Arkansas made claim against Westboro that they were violating an Arkansas state public decency law. And then again, we don't have the real specific public decency law, but public decency laws criminalize behavior or displays which are lewd, obscene, or disgusting and take place in the public. However, I say it's unlikely this group would be violating this law. Though they are hateful in their speech and offensive to many, they are completely protected under federal laws, and they have the right permits to be able to have their protests as well. And finally, Theon, the anarchist, he claims that his arrest was a violation of his civil rights as he was arrested for an act that was protected by the First Amendment. However, he is pretty clearly guilty of imminent lawless action, a standard that speech is not protected by the First Amendment if that speaker is trying to incite what would be a violation of the law, which is imminent and likely. Debate will come down to the likelihood in this situation, in my opinion. And I do believe it's just possible enough that it would be a concern and it would be considered inciting this behavior, though they didn't actually set the theater on fire. He also didn't have a proper permit to join the protest with his group, which to me would make his group's actions that much more unpredictable. And that is all I have. Thank you.